hours. The window period. Suppose if you say the patient at 6 a.m. time now, 6 a.m. time. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
No need to record this clinical classes daily. There's no point. Hello? Everybody should attend. That's important. Okay? Whatever it is. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Everybody will be
Yes, ma'am.
attending, ma'am, but sometime due to network problem, they will be going out and coming in.
But you
So
people
they will miss some
should
certain
not have the habit of sending the recording to them so that they can attend, they can hear anywhere else after that time. It's not. It should not be like that. The live class we are
No, ma'am.
also preparing and giving you the point. No. Okay.
No,
Fine.
ma'am. It will be only circulated within our batch, ma'am. Those who are coming for
Yeah,
medicine,
I
right?
know. For
6.
your batch only. I'm just telling you. Suppose people can take it lightly and you will not attend the live class and then you can hear from that. No, that should not happen. Everybody should attend the class. That's what I mean.
No, ma'am. That won't
Okay.
happen. Okay.
Fine. Okay. 4.5 hours. What is that is a window period. Within that period, we have to thrombolize the patient. The patient comes to the hospital with the CTA clinically. And the very first important is after waking up from bed, we don't know whether the CVS occurred what time. We can't thrombolize that patient particularly. As soon as they wake up from bed, we don't know whether they had 1 hour before, 2 hours before. We don't know that, right? So it's really difficult for the patient who had this ischemic stroke as soon as waking up from bed. Those who are lucky, who have in the middle of the day, who have CVA, it's lucky for them. They can have a chance of thrombolysis. You can have the power back. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what is the significance time? Ischemic embolic stroke. Then which one is very severe? Embolic or ischemic?
Ischemic, ma'am.
Thrombotic stroke. Because we don't know the weakness will be in a prolonged period. The prognosis also bad because we can't thrombolize the patient. Simple. Fine. And
Okay,
we
ma'am.
can know the underlying cause like emboli due to AF, something like that, so that we can treat the underlying cause. We can give treatment as AF so that we can prevent further episodes. Okay. Then management wise, we told the time being the time which is important. Also, the patient before thrombolizing, we have to check particular things to rule out. We have to rule out hemorrhage by taking immediately. You have to take CT brain.
CT scan.
Though there is no, even though there is no, CT brain. Even though there is no evidence of infarct, you can't thrombolize. But you have to rule out hemorrhage. That is important. Fine. Because early CT will not give typical infarct signs in the CT brain. Like we have to check for early CT changes. In case sometimes early CT will be normal for a typical clinical CVA patient. But we can't thrombolize for the patient because clinically patient has CVA. Fine. But we should not when there is hemorrhage. So it's important to take CT brain.
Okay.
Okay. So you
Can I continue? Patient is able to close his eyes. No history of dryness of eye or loss of taste. No abnormalities in perception of smell. No change in vision and perception of color vision. No history of diplopia, ptosis. No history of abnormalities in perception of different modalities of sensation in face and forehead, and no difficulty in chewing. No history of impaired hearing, vertigo, or tinnitus. No history in difficulty in swallowing and nasal recurrence. Ma'am?
Where did you left there? Yeah, continue.
No history of difficulty in lifting head off the pillow and turning side to side. No difficulty in forming bolus and pushing food into the back of the mouth. No history of altered consciousness, memory dysfunction, and the patient appears
Hello?
oriented,
Continue,
understands,
doctor.
and responds. Ma'am?
Why are you asking all these things? Just give
Ma'am?
which system it brings different systems of fear there. No. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Different systems you have to separately. Like you are saying, motor system is T, cranial nerve system is T, and sensory. Like that, you have to say. Will you
Okay, ma'am.
ask sensory by history wise? Simply, you can't just like that say as no history of sensory disturbance, right? How will you ask physically whether the patient is able to feel
Feel
the
his cloth.
okay, that is for touch, that is screw touch. Okay, pain and temperature.
Ma'am, any pain during injection and for temperature while taking a hot water bath.
Injection la we won't say la. Within a few hours they would have had some injection. That is deep pain. What else you can ask for superficial pain, deep pain? Simply,
Mosquito bites.
yeah, mosquito bite. You can ask whether we feel any mosquito which has sitted or which sat over you or something like that. You can ask, but it is deep pain. It's not superficial pain. Fine, you can
Okay.
ask that.
Okay, ma'am.
Mosquito bite. What else is deep pain? Can you ask? That's it. Within few hours, if the patient has come another 1 day or 2 day, you can ask something else. But this much is enough. For temperature,
Ma'am, during bath.
see, if the patient has CVA, I don't think they'll take bath that day. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But they will try to hold with their hand. They will try to check whether the power is there or not. They would have noticed while taking coffee when they feel the coffee in the hands. Of heat is in the hands.
Yes.
That is important. Which is affected in CVA, distal or proximal?
Ma'am?
Which
Ma'am, distal muscles are affected first. Ma'am, you're not clear now actually. The audio is breaking much. Ma'am?
hear me?
The
Can you hear
audio.
now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can say whether I'm asking whether the patient can hold the tumbler with his hands. So that you can ask that power of the distal muscle groups of hand, and then you can ask whether they can feel the hot or cold sensation of the water liquid they are taking with the hand. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
And then you can ask whether did you take any bath today before coming to hospital? Did you feel the cold and hot water sensation over your body? Later on you can ask. Next question. It's not like you don't have to ask, but usually they won't take bath. When the people had a CVA, they will come straight away to the hospital. They would have had some drinks, that's all. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then what else you can ask for muscle group power? Which muscle groups are more affected, extensors or flexors? It is a system affected pyramidal tract system, corticospinal tract system.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So which group of muscle will be more affected?
Ma'am, in upper limb extensor and lower limb flexors.
Okay, that's why the patient is keeping in a flexor position in the upper limb and extensor position like dragging of leg, no, in
Yes, ma'am.
CVA patients. So they are in extended position in the lower limb.
Lower limb.
Okay. Yeah, that is the group more affected in pyramidal tract. Like extrapyramidal, it is equally affected. In
Yes, ma'am.
pyramidal, flexor groups in
Lower limb.
lower limb and extensor groups in upper limb. So that's why the patient is keeping in a flexion position in upper limb. If you have noticed old CVA, recent CVA, they would have had a flexor contractions and flexion position in the upper limb. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Hey, the voice is clear right now, right?
Yes,
Clear.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's better.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Actually, I have to come for duty today. Usually, it will be good at home to have a good internet connection. No? Here in MMC, the signal is very weak. I searched in 2-3 places for signal to have a good class. Okay, fine. Okay, next. Present. Cranial OST. For each cranial nerve, you have to ask which cranial nerve is affected here? 7th.
7th.
So, what are all the ST? That's our 7th nerve ST should be very important. So, what else the ST he left regarding 7th nerve? Previous slide. Previous slide, doctor.
Yes,
Previous
ma'am.
slide. What else ST he left regarding 7th nerve? 7th cranial nerve.
Being able to close the eye, ma'am.
Okay, then able to close the eyes completely, how to ask. Okay, they can't close completely. Then, actually, in CVA, which part of face is bad?
The upper half.
Upper half of face will be sparred. Even in
Yes.
the affected side, the upper half of face will be sparred. So that is really important. Whether the cranial nucleus is affected along with the internal capsule, fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Along with the pyramidal tract. Okay. If it is lower cranial nerve, nucleus itself is affected or below the nucleus, then your upper part of face will also be affected, as in like element facial palsy, not in upper motor neuron facial palsy. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Then what else is see? Above the eyes. Above the eyes.
Wrinkling.
Wrinkling of forehead is there or not? We can't ask in the history, but even then you can ask them whether did you find any difference in the face, or you were able to close the eyes equally in both sides completely, and drooling of saliva. What else? Drooling of saliva while chewing food, and then
Ma'am, taste.
Taste sensation. Is it taste sensation affected in upper motor neuron?
Motor neuron.
It's
No,
a different nucleus. Lower motor neuron. That too, when you have cardioid, the nucleus is different for 7th cranial nerve taste sensation.
yes, ma'am.
Particularly below the nucleus, when a particular tract of the 7th nerve is affected, that otherwise taste will be spared even in cranial nerve nucleus palsy. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Fine. What else is he left? Deviation of angle of mouth, able to close. Then any other history he left for 7th nerve? That's it. Fine. Okay. Then 8, 9, 10 you can ask. 11th cranial nerve, what are all the history you have to ask for 11th cranial nerve?
Drooping of shoulder, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to ask for drooping of shoulder, whether it's present or not. Fine. And 12th cranial nerve?
Ma'am, difficulty in swallowing.
Yes, ma'am.
difficulty swallowing will not occur actually.
And
Your
deviation
first
of
cranial
tongue,
now
ma'am.
difficulty swallowing occurs in 9-10. Yeah, they would have noticed while eating, the tongue may be deviated or something like that. Some difficulties in the tongue they will say. So if you probe the question, they will say, tell you. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vision you asked. 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hearing, tinnitus. Okay, fine. Cranial nerves finish. Can we go back to motor system weakness? We'll finish with ST today, okay? This is the first class of CNS, right? He told.
Yes, ma'am.
We finish ST detailed because it's a long case CNS. It will take time, so we'll finish ST in detail. Go back to weakness, motor weakness.
Yes, ma'am.
Go back to first slide, weakness. First slide. First slide. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, history you told, upper limb you told, no? What
Yes,
else
ma'am.
he left? Difficulty in lifting right arm above head. Right arm above his head is proximal or distal muscle? Proximal or distal muscle group? Right arm
Proximal.
above head.
Proximal.
Yeah, combing. Proximal. Right arm above head. Shoulder is proximal. Combing hair is also proximal actually. Holding glass is distal and writing.
Writing.
Distal. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Difficulty to stand from sitting and but sitting position is from standing to sitting is you need hip muscle. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And buckling of knees is distal, bit distal. And holding slippers toe in toes is distal, more distal. Fine. What else is still left in the weakness? Next slide. Able to roll, you cannot say. Able to move side to side, you can say like that. Not rolling in bed. Able to
Okay.
move side to side. Okay. And then what else is still left? See, you have to ask whether in the morning while waking up from bed, whether he can sit from the toilet and getting up from the bed, you have to ask. Toilet. That is more proximal. Fine?
Oh, okay, ma'am.
History is you have to ask what they did in day-to-day activities. Like while getting up from bed, what he had difficulty, whether he was able to go to the toilet without support, whether that is on the whole, whether he can walk or not, like that. Whether he can reach the toilet and be able to sit up properly and get up without difficulty. Like that you have to ask. Whether he passed a motion on that day. So that bladder and bowel disturbances, from that itself you can judge. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. How will you ask posterior circulation stroke history? Like cerebellum, posterior circulation stroke.
Ma'am, coordination and balance.
That is typical cerebellum. In history wise, how will you ask? Whether he is having any difficulty while washing face with his
eyes
hand,
closed.
with his eyes closed, whether he is able to walk straight without any difficulty, whether he had vomiting, giddiness, syncopal attack. Giddiness is typical of posterior circulation. Not typical syncope, giddiness mainly, fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What else motor weakness to see here? Motor weakness. Hold tumbler, combing and lift above head. Whether he is able to see while coming from home, he would have dressed up himself, right? Whether
Yes,
he
ma'am.
dressed up himself or whether he need any person's difficulty like buttoning shirt, or if it is female, but putting the hook, whether she had any difficulty, whether she be able to reach the cuffs and everything. Okay, you have to ask. That is for fine movements. Fine. Buttoning shirts is fine movements and distal movements. Okay. What is the ski healer? Hey, one of you mute your phone. One person's the noise is very much. Yeah, thank you. Hello? Yeah. That is for fine movements. Whether he's able to button his shirt and hold his tumbler, that is the lift. And then posterior circulation you have to ask for coordination and giddiness and vomiting. And what else is C left? Harish, you can show me the slide.
Ma'am, is a device exited? Maybe net issues.
Huh? Hello?
His device exited, ma'am.
Exited.
Yes, ma'am.
Then who will be presenting?
Ma'am, he's in a meeting, ma'am.
Okay, cranial nerves and then sensory system he told. What else is the system? Coordination, cerebellum. Cerebellum is again another big topic. What else is you can ask regarding cerebellum? Cerebellum is C. Only 48 numbers are there today. But the absenteeism is 3.
No, ma'am. It's 56 people. I think some people are displayed on the screen, including that it would be plus 48. I guess 48 plus 8, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but he has to join again.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know why Harish is.
Okay, what if one of you continue the ST then? You can tell me orally, just continue. You can't
Okay,
waste
he's
time,
back,
no?
ma'am.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay, cerebellum. Yeah, no issues. Cerebellum is C, just continue. What else is C you will ask for cerebellum?
If they're able to do the daily work, ma'am.
Daily work, what is it? How the handwriting will be in cerebellum patients? Can anyone tell me how the letters will be? Cerebellum mostly it will be acute in the case of poisoning or chronic, mostly will be chronic. Okay.
Okay.
But it's very acute PVA patient with the cerebellum infarct, they will have mostly giddiness, vomiting, and typical vertigo, everything will be there. So you can't assess in that. If it's chronic cerebellar patient, they will have that typical incoordination with the handwriting of big letters. If it is Parkinson's incoordination, it will be very small, micrographia. Macrographia present in cerebellum, fine?
Okay, ma'am. Macrographia. Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, I got a call from department. Sorry.
Oh,
Tell me.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, tell me. What did macrographia and cerebellum, fine. Micrographia will be, if you ask the patient to write, they'll have typically macrographia, large letters will be there due to the incoordination, hand incoordination. But if it is due to the hand tremors, resting tremors, Parkinson's will have micrographia, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what else is he left? What else is he left? Motor system, he told everything, giving food, everything. Okay. Why do you ask for slurred speech? Slurred speech occurs in where? Slurred speech occurs in
Lesions of Broca's area, ma'am. Motor speech area.
slurred Broca's area. Like here, what you will be making a mistake. See, Broca's aphasia is due to motor aphasia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sensory is phonic.
Okay.
It's aphasia due to whether the patient is able to understand but he can't produce the sound, produce the words. The words will be splitted or he can't particularly pronounce the word, but he's able to understand. So, how will you check the aphasia? Whether it is sensory aphasia or Broca's aphasia? Can anyone tell me? How will you ask in ST wise?
Ma'am, it
How
would
will you ask in
depend
ST
on
wise?
how the patient responds, ma'am.
Okay. You have to ask the patient to. You have to produce only verbal questions. You should not show any action for the patient to do. Fine? Otherwise, they'll have sensory impulse from the eye and they'll produce the same action. You should never do that. Okay? You should hold your hand by your side. You should always ask, கண்ணை தரங்க, கையை தூக்குங்க, இடது கை தூக்குங்க, வலது கை தூக்குங்க, அப்படிதான் சொல்லணும். You should never show your hand and tell him. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in Bonnie case they can't understand, but their words are clear. Whatever they are speaking is clear. Slurred speech occurs in cranial nerve palsy or in seventh nerve, which is due to the deviation of angle of mouth, not typical lower motor neuron slurred speech. Slurred speech or slurring of speech will occur especially in 9-10 cranial nerve. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Also in cerebellum, slurring of speech. There you have a splitting of speech. In cerebellum, the syllables will be splitted like anything in 3 or 4 parts.
Staccato.
And then, splitting of speech. Fine. Okay.
It
What
won't have
else he left?
Broca's area lesion, ma'am.
No, not like that. In Broca's, the pronunciation itself will be very difficult. Not like typical staccato speech.
Okay.
Like Raja Gopal Achari, the Raja will be clear, but even Raja will not be clear in Broca's. But he will understand, okay, the patient, that doctor is asking me to speak this, and but you will ask, no, what is your name? He will try to tell, my name is Moro, Abdida, he will tell. He can't, Muru, he can't tell that, fine? Muru, gun is cerebellum, Muru, gun.
Okay.
Splitting the syllables, fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then, why did you ask fever is bladder bowel, okay, abnormal sweating, fine. Why did you ask fever is
Meningitis.
Even in meningoencephalitis, you do have infarct or tuberculoma infarct. Anything, infections can have fever. What else condition you will have fever? Even in which type of stroke you will have fever? Which type of hemorrhage?
Ma'am, pontine hemorrhage.
Yeah, in pontine hemorrhage you will have fever, okay? And projectile vomiting headache, even in infarct you have, but typically meningitis you have projectile vomiting. Fine. Why did you ask chest pain palpitation?
Cardiac causes.
Yeah, but you should ask also breathlessness, right? That breathlessness he left, no history of breathlessness. Why we are asking for breathlessness? Breathlessness is maybe due to
Mitral stenosis.
okay. Then what is the complication? What type of complication of CVA will have breathlessness? In which complication of CVA after patient had CVA, severe stroke, massive infarct, consciousness is not there. In that phase, which complication will lead to breathlessness?
Ma'am, brainstem.
That is central hypoventilation. Then practical question I'm asking. What happens when the patient is unconscious with stroke, massive infarct?
Possibly aspiration could happen.
Yeah, severe aspiration meningitis would have happened and patient will have typical tachypnea, breathlessness will be there. Fine? Very good. So no CF trauma, I told okay, fine. What else history he left? No other history. No history. Important history he left.
Any
Which
liver,
happens in stroke. Am I right? Huh?
ma'am?
Which happens in stroke. Let me see who is answering. You have to give anti-edema measures also for that.
Ma'am, cerebral edema.
Still என்ன கேட்ப cerebral edema still கேட்பியா patient still என்ன கேட்ப severe cerebral edema இருக்கு இன்ஃபாக்ட் இருக்க பேஷண்ட்க்கு என்ன வரும்
Confusion.
headache அதான் சொல்லிட்டேன் நானே alter I told no important history he left nausea
Ma'am, headache, nausea, vomiting.
அதான் you already told no nausea seizures you have to ask no seizures will be present in massive infarct hemorrhage especially hemorrhagic stroke. So you have to give phenytoin. If it is massive infarct hemorrhage, we will already give phenytoin to protect the brain. Fine? Because the other part of brain which is not affected will throw that much will be active. So the seizure will be there. So history of seizure is very important. Fine? Sometimes history of seizure followed by fall, a patient would have had hemorrhage. Fine? Okay. Seizure history is important.
After fall, ma'am. With fall.
What?
Seizures
It can
with
happen
fall.
anything, but seizure will come. Acid seizure can come in infarct hemorrhage, especially in hemorrhagic stroke. They will have seizure. Sometimes the first episode is a seizure for CVA. Okay, they can't present as seizure. CVA patient can present as seizure. Meningitis will have seizure. Meningoencephalitis. Fine. Not meningitis. Meningoencephalitis. Encephalitis will have seizure. Fine. Seizure history is important. What else history he left here? Other history. Loss of weight, loss of appetite. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. For tuberculoma, ma'am.
Yeah. Tuberculoma. Loss of weight, loss of appetite. You didn't tell me. Or any malignancy, glioma, multiforme, anything can have, no? In fact.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We don't know. Actually, the weakness is due to ischemic or thrombotic embolic stroke or due to malignancy or tuberculoma. We don't know. We are just asking the history. So you have to probe each and every question. Fine. Any loss of weight, appetite is there. Any prolonged. What else you can ask? What else is left? chest pain, palpitation, breathlessness, yes. Other last encephalopathy history, other systems. That is very rare, but still you have to ask. Any pedal edema, facial puffiness, abdominal distension, jaundice, you have to ask, right? If it is especially unconscious altered sensorium patient. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The patient has altered sensorium patient, you have to ask, rule out hepatic encephalopathy due to uremia, everything is important. If the patient is an altered sensorium. Severe can be associated with anything. Okay. Okay, past history.
Past history, no history of similar episodes in the past. No history suggestive of transient ischemic attack and reversible ischemic neurological defect. No history of rheumatic heart disease, coronary heart disease, infective endocarditis or arrhythmia. Not unknown case of diabetes mellitus, hypertension.
What is the
tuberculosis.
definition for RIND? Definition for RIND. Can anyone tell me?
Focal neurological deficit of vascular etiology which resolves within 24 hours.
Then what is the difference for DAA?
In transient ischemic attack, there is no radiological sign of new infarct.
Okay. So what will be the symptoms then? Can you say and let me know? You have to. This is the first question I'm asking, no? You have to go back, read, differentiate, and then message me or anything. You can tell me later. Okay.
Okay.
Difference between DAA and RIND. What are the points? Okay. Check. Past stealer. No. What else is he left? Past stealer. Similar episode. Find recurrent CBA. Arteritis. CTB. Seizure. Here you are asking. There you didn't ask. Okay. What else is he left? Important history for encephalitis, especially patient has altered sensorium. History of dog bite you have to ask. History of vaccination you have to ask. Okay. Any vaccination, dog bite, everything is important. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Personal history, non-vegetarian, alcoholic, smoker, drug abuse, then. Then summary, yeah. Okay. Drug history. Here you can say probably ischemic stroke you told, no? Involving
Yes,
mode system you have to say. With the cranial nerve, which side? Deviation of angle of mode to left side is there, no?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have to describe that also. It's not simply involved system CNS, ischemic stroke. You can say motor system, affecting motor system with right inability, difficulty. What is the difference? Previously you told difficulty, right? Inability,
Yes, ma'am.
difficulty. What is the difference? Here you are saying inability. Why you are confusing between US?
It's difficulty only.
Inability, that is complete weakness. That is complete weakness. That is hemiplegia. If it is difficulty, it's full hemiparesis. Fine? The
Yes,
word.
ma'am.
Okay. So you can't say hemiparesis patient inability. If the power is 2, 3, if it is 0, 1, you can say as inability. Fine?
Okay.
Okay. Can we continue with the examination or you need it? Okay. I asked 60 days, 1 hour I have taken. Almost more than 1 hour. Okay, if you want, you can continue general examination.
Okay. General
We have
examination.
class in the afternoon. We have
Yes,
class
ma'am.
in the afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
12.
Yes, ma'am. We have a class at
time?
12:30.
12:30. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
finish class. I will give a rapid short examination points. Okay. Conscious oriented and all that day itself I told you, how will you ask everything. how you say patient whether that's actually conscious, everything I told you, no? Failure, clubbing, first class in CVS class. You remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Vitals, pulse, everything. Okay. BP is really important in CVA patient because you should not reduce the BP in the initial period, 48 hours at least. Okay. If the mean arterial pressure is more than 105 or 110, then only you can reduce. Otherwise, you don't have to reduce. What is mean arterial pressure? What is the definition for mean arterial pressure? Mean arterial pressure definition.
Systolic plus 1/3 of diastolic.
Yeah. Then 1/3 of diastolic. Ah. Is it correct? Can anyone correct him?
Diastolic plus 1/3 of pulse pressure, no?
What is pulse pressure?
That is systolic minus diastolic, no?
Logically, you can't have a systolic plus. Who told that? Logically, you can't have a systolic plus diastolic pressure, right?
No, minus.
Otherwise,
Minus.
it will be more than 180, right? You have to reduce for everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's diastolic plus 1/3 of pulse pressure is
Mean arterial.
Systolic pulse pressure definition. Systolic minus diastolic, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please don't do these mistakes and the definition of mean arterial pressure, everything. Okay. Then temperature, we have to check for fever. Fever may be due to aspiration or meningoencephalitis. Fine. Fever can be due to aspiration also in a CVA patient. Okay. Then examination, CNS examination. Can you just do brush up fast? Present, Harish, present.
Ma'am,
Present பண்ணு நான் தான் present பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
CNS examination, higher functions, conscious, alert, cooperative oriented, immediate recent and remote memory normal, and intelligence intact. Speech comprehension good, word output normal, repetition normal, sleep normal.
Can we
Cranial
do
exam.
motor system today? Go to motor system. Motor
Okay, ma'am.
system. Because that is more important. I'll finish up in 5-10 minutes. Okay.
ma'am.
Bulk you are seeing, you are measuring the bulk. You have to check where you can put the point and measure. Where will you measure? How will you measure? In upper limb.
Ma'am, mid-arm circumference.
Which is from 10 centimeter or 8 centimeter. How will you measure? From the
Olecranon.
mid-arm. How much the centimeter? You have to tell me each and everything. Otherwise, how did you write this? How did you write this case sheet? How did you measure the mid-arm circumference? From which point? Lower limb, how did
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Ma'am.
Sorry. Okay, I got a call. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am.
Okay, you have to measure. It's like 10 centimeters from the olecranon fossa, okay? Above and below. That is for arm and up. upper limb and lower limb. Please don't do like this. You have to go back and read the examination points and then only can write the KCT here, right? How can you can write simply without knowing anything like mid-arm circumference, mid-thigh, mid-leg. Don't do like this. Okay.
Okay.
Only check for tone. Whenever you are measuring, you have to move the limbs fast. Flexion extension should be fast, okay? But and then important point is it's really difficult to say it without patience, but still I'm just trying, okay? Without, you should not touch the joint while checking the tone of the patient, fine? You should do very fastly. Flexion and extension should never touch the joint. Suppose if you are checking for elbow joint, you should not touch the elbow joint to do flexion and extension in a straight line, fine?
Okay.
Okay. And then power. Suppose if the power is 2/5, people can do cerebellum test for this patient?
No, ma'am.
Why?
The weakness may cause
He
false
can't
positive.
do the action itself, so we can't
ma'am.
see the incoordination. So at least more than 3 you have to have the power. Okay. And flexion,
ma'am.
extension. And then lower limb power, reflexes, everything. When are people coming back? Did they say anything for a live class presentation?
Nothing so far, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Just reflexes exaggerated here, told exaggerated and then normal. Extensor. Why the plantaris extensor here? Can anyone tell me? All the superficial reflexes are lost, right? In cortical spinal tract. Why plantar alone is extensor?
Upper motor neuron lesion.
Why do we? Yeah, but other reflexes are lost, right? Deep only exaggerated, but plantar is extensor here. Why is it like that? Can anyone find and tell me? This is the second question. Go back and read and find out. It's not given in normal books, but anyway, you just check and tell me. Okay? Normally, the flexor responses will be there in plantar leg. Why there is extensor in plantar, especially in pyramidal tract region? Okay? What is question you can ask? Power, motor system power 0, na, what is it? Against gravity, na, what is the power you have to point out that. Okay. Actually, they will not ask you to write by 5. You can just write 3, 5 like that. Don't write by 5. Some chiefs don't like that. Okay. Just 3, just 5. Because it is 0 to 5, not total 5. Right?
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Can you finish the class? We can do examination. Tomorrow we can ask the assistant to give an elaborate examination before our discussion. Okay? Because this is the first class, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. This is the first class, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, we can finish it up. Okay? Any doubts you have? 2 questions I asked. Just go back and check further. Okay? And also the reflexes, root only how to memorize, fine, for each one. Okay? That they will ask in the exam. Okay? Okay, doctor. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.